Hello darlings, welcome back to my channel. My name is Coralie, and okay, before we get on to today's video, I cut my hair recently a week ago, and yeah, so I'm now bald. I love that choice for me. It's been great so far. Today, the video I bring you is basically a review of the latest makeup releases because a girl is curious. We want to know what's been up in this world, what has been released, what should we look into, what we shouldn't look into. Basically, you know, we need to know what's the tea. From Melt Cosmetics, there's a brunette palette. Brunette palette. Apparently it's like inspired by brown liquor, I'm guessing, because they've been using brown liquor emojis. It looks like a pretty neutral palette. Would I buy it? Probably not. Would I say if you want a neutral palette, go for it? Probably yeah, because Melt has really good eyeshadow formulas. And there's some really pretty shimmers and mattes. Unfortunately, it doesn't run very deep, just visibly looking at it. So, yeah. I'm pretty neutral about this one. I know Melt is great, but I just don't know. Dominique Cosmetics, which is owned by Kristen Dominique, which is a beauty YouTuber, just released some cream blushes. I love cream blushes. I'm a huge fan of cream blushes. This, however, seems to lack depth. The shades look like they could work maybe on my skin tone, on people that are lighter than me, but not really people who are darker. I mean, one of them looks like it could work, but I feel like the shades are not rich enough. They're very flat. You're an influencer brand, like these are things you're supposed to know about what the people want, because they constantly tell you. People are constantly giving you their opinions because you are a beauty influencer and you mastered giving your opinions about products, and for you to just go and like not really care about inclusivity in that way. I'm not saying she viciously did it. I'm not saying that at all, but I'm saying that as an influencer, as someone who's been in that market and who's heard the complaints of consumers, you should know that deeper shades, richer shades are a necessity. They look pretty though. Tarte releasing a foundation. I could not care less, babe. I could not care less. After their girl, Tarte, how are they still in business? I do not, maybe they have a really like loyal fan base. Probably what's happening, you know, Shape Tape concealers keeping them afloat or something. I don't know. Maybe they have like an older customer base and they keep coming back for more. Then Glamlight. Glamlight is like the brand who does the crazy like hamburger eyeshadow palettes, pizza eyeshadow palettes. I need to purchase from them because they have really interesting products, and you guys know I love color. I definitely think we need to look into Glamlight. Hold on, I'm excited. Glamlight is releasing eyeshadow primers, and they have a few shades. One drawback though, why is chocolate the darkest shade? It's better than a lot of these other brands, I'll say that. Okay, I'll say that it's better than a lot of these other brands that have opaque eyeshadow bases. They're just not. Oh my god, I can hear it. I hope you guys can't. Okay, now I'm nervous. But yeah, so Glamlight is releasing those, and they're only $10 US each, which is pretty interesting. I'd be, you know, interested in seeing if people like this, but I think I'd really like to try this actually. It's looking good. 7 shades. It's really not bad. Yeah, I like it. Lancôme Teint Idole Ultra Wear All Over Concealer. Okay. One thing I'll give Lancôme is that they've, you know, consistently kind of had like a wide range of shades. But wait a minute, hold on. How many shades are available? I'm not seeing how many shades are available. Yeah, I haven't really tried Lancôme makeup, so I really couldn't, I can't comment. I really can't comment. Patrick Ta is coming out with an eyeshadow palette. If you guys know me, you know I love Patrick Ta. I love the makeup looks he does. I love the products he's released. Glosses, lip creams, blushes. I adore Patrick Ta's makeup brand. It's the Major Dimension eyeshadow palette. And okay, this is kind of the things that I'm probably not going to purchase unless I am gifted them. But this is a neutral palette with really beautiful shimmers. This is the type of palette I would suggest someone who looks at red carpet looks and says, this is what I want for my everyday. This is the only type of makeup I want to wear. I would say go for this. Like, he literally does those looks, and all these rich brown shades really are the ones that they use on the celebrities on the red carpets. And I think there's a great show of depth, a great show of shimmers and foily shades. It's really stunningly beautiful. I'll say this right now. I have thoughts about this, darling. You guys know I no longer purchase ABH products because I just think the brand doesn't have an ethic that it used to have, and it doesn't have the shine that it used to have, and it's just, there's a lot going on with the brand right now. However, it is known that I did like the Norvina Big Palette, the Volume 3 palette. The mattes, granted the shimmers were trash, but the mattes were really good. Girlies, she released a Volume 5, is it? Yeah, the Norvina Volume 5 collection palette. And what the hell? It's giving Morphe 35P. Is the 35P the purple? Anyways, Morphe has like a 35 something, and it's like a full purple palette, and it's very much giving that. And honestly, if I had to suggest you take one or the other, I would say take the Morphe one, babes. Do not spend $80x on this palette. The mattes are going to be great, but the shimmers in the Norvina palettes are really not that great. Like, they're really bad. The ABH palettes have great shimmers. The Norvina palettes have awful shimmers. But then Miss Girl released some like 10 lip balms. Like, this is giving Claire's, it's giving drugstore kids section, this is giving Toys R Us makeup. I don't think so, Miss Ma'am. I do not think so. Now there's the Morphe Pride collection, which is called Live with Love collection. And listen, people have their qualms with Morphe. What I will say is that their eyeshadow formula is pretty good, and if you're a beginner, like, it's definitely workable. Like, it's not the best eyeshadow formulas I've ever seen, but they're definitely, like, they work and they're cheap. So if you're starting with makeup, I would say check out Morphe. And what's really good is that with this collection, they'll be sending 100% of the proceeds to the Trevor Project, which is a LGBTQIA plus organization that basically funds the suicide prevention call lines, helping LGBTQIA plus youth, which is extremely important. So if you actually purchase from this collection, you're helping a great cause. So if you need a colorful palette, go for it, babes, go for it. Becca Cosmetics is releasing a shimmering skin perfector, basically a highlighter, for Pride Month. Now, weren't y'all out of business? I feel like Becca's highlighters are great, amazing formulas, but babes, we need to drop it. Like, you've been at this for like what now, like 5-6 years? You need to stop. You need to stop. Like, we've seen your highlighters, we know they're great. We know they're great. They're so great that you need to stop. You need to stop. You needed to release other things, you didn't do that. I'm so sorry Becca's closing. This is apparently their last launch. So, I mean, congrats on the last launch. It looks like a pretty highlighter. It just does not look good for deeper skin tones than myself. So, Makeup by Mario released some cream blushes, cream bronzers, powder blushes, powder bronzers, powder highlighters. The powder bronzers I feel like don't have enough shade, but the rest of the range looks inclusive enough. Now, would I go out of my way to purchase them? Probably not. It's really just not that exciting. I am, however, a fan of a cream blush or a cream bronzer, so I might look into that, but no. Like, immediately, I'm not awakened. I'm not woke. I'm not awoke. Okay, so Jaclyn Hill is releasing a Baton Rouge collection, which is kind of cute. Sounds kind of cute. The blush palette, I'm peeping. I love blush. Blush is one of my favorite things to ever exist. So they have like a cream to powder blush, which looks cheap. They have the palette, the blush palette, which looks amazing. They have the lip cushions, which look, you know what they look like? The Kaja, like, lipstick, kind of like heart lipsticks. This is what they look like. And yeah, that's basically it. I'm not sold. I'm sold on the blush palette. I'm not gonna buy it though, because Jaclyn Hill kind of has like a bad record with releases, and I'm not about to. And she supports Jeffree Star, so I'm not about to, you know, endorse. Huda Beauty is coming out with a glowish collection. Listen, I like that brands are giving into trends, because that gives options to people, right? Like, if only like 2 brands have like glowy foundations, let's say one doesn't have an inclusive shade range, let's say one formula doesn't work on you and makes you break out, like, we need multiple brands to have the same thing so that you can find the one that fits you the best and works for you the best. And so far it looks really pretty. This is actually a product that I'm very interested in trying. I really want to try like the tinted moisturizer X like foundation. It looks good. Like it looks like it's gonna be really good on my skin, so I really want to try that. They have some glowish powders. I'm probably not really that interested into them, but they look pretty. They look pretty, like when you look at them. I don't know that I would get those though. Glistered Cosmetics is releasing their Pride liner, which is a cake liner of the Pride flag, which I'm not gonna lie, looks really good. My god, maybe I think I want this. I think I want this. Granted, if you know me, you know I love rainbows. Like that's one of my things. It's rainbows, right? But this looks really nice, and I love that these are not all neons. Like they are on the more neon side, but there's a red liner in there that I would love to have. This is really pretty, and 100% of the profits go again to LGBTQIA+ non-profit organizations, charities. Yeah, my god, I feel like ColourPop releases have been like not on my page, which is unique. Anyways, they're releasing this Lust for Dusk, which I'm not gonna lie, it looks basic and a little ashy. Not interested. This High Tide. High Tide is pretty. I like High Tide. It's pretty. Would I buy it? No, but it's pretty. Fine Feathered. It's giving mauves. Like it's giving 2016. You know how in 2016 we had this whole like mauve phase in makeup, whether it be like the mauve lips, the mauve eyeshadows, all of that. It's giving very much that. It's giving Naked 3 palette by Urban Decay. It's giving Lorac Pro 3. It's giving those mauves. KVD Vegan Beauty released this palette. Well, how much is this? Okay, I'm assuming because KVD is sold at Sephora and because their other brand prices are pretty high, that this is going to be an expensive palette. So please tell me why the hell it looks like I could buy this at the drugstore. This is not what we want. This is not what the people want. I don't feel like it's cohesive. I don't feel like there are deep enough matte shades. There's too many shimmers. This is not it. This is not it. I don't like this. No. This one I want. This is the Lunar Beauty Life's a Drag facelift palette. So basically what Manny MUA did is that he gave an upgrade to his original Life's a Drag palette, and oh my god, it is so pretty. It is really pretty. There's a whole lot of mattes, which I love. There's 3 like iconic middle center shimmers. I'm really excited. I'm not gonna lie, I'm really excited. Like Manny looks great. This is a beautiful palette. I'm excited to see what we're gonna do with this one. But yeah, so that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video of me basically, you know, breaking down what I think about the newest releases. To be honest, it was better than I expected. I expected much worse, but listen, it'd be like that sometimes. The makeup market is adjusting itself during global pandemic, and figuring out what the people really want to see, and I think that they're slowly getting more into that and actually doing it right. You know, this is it guys. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, do not forget to give it a thumbs up and tell me in the comment section down below what was your favorite makeup release of, I don't know, the last month or something. What are you looking out to buy? What do you want to try out? I would love to know. And if you have any other video suggestions, then leave them in the comment section down below. I'd love to educate y'all darlings on what I can possibly give you. If you like me and my personality or the content I put right up on YouTube, then feel totally free to subscribe to this channel. We love newcomers. And as a wise woman once said, if she ain't a Nicki stan, then to be deaf dumb. You ain't my son, you my mother. Stepson. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Thank you again for watching this video, and I will see you in my next one. Goodbye.